Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. Wow, and he has a fantastic start with a bingo. I have a pretty dreadful rack. It's balanced, but F and V go very badly together, and W is bad as well. However, there may be better moves than changing, and I think there is, because I can play Vor, and I'm just wondering about playing a Thou, both of which play in row G. I think I may play a Thou because placing the A underneath this triple letter square isn't as dangerous as it otherwise would be, because the V doesn't allow a play in front, and this rack leave is better than ADFO. So this is 24 points. Can I do better? Well, I could play Woff. Okay, so I lost a bit of time there. My camera was full. I hadn't deleted the videos of the previous game, so I'm 4 or 5 minutes down. So my choice is between a Thou here for 24 and Four for 31, but I don't really like this rack leave. I'm going back to my original selection. A Thou for 24. Pretty good. I draw the first blank, and I have no duplicates in the rest of the rack. But do I have a bingo here? No 7-letter play has sprung to mind, but there are quite a few nice floaters in ferments, and there's also the floating A. The F is the fly in the ointment on this rack, the least bingo-y tile. However, 4 is a prefix, as is FORE. I've also got after. Wow, opponent takes out many of those floaters. So I would have had after with DO blank. I still have after using the blank as an E, but then with DO, not seeing anything. So do I have a bingo with this rack plus an S? And I've just seen I would have had 4 date onto this E. I've got EL and NA, which may be useful. I think I might need to go through the alphabet and see if something comes to mind, and in particular I have in mind the S of foments. So I have fast through that with DOR. Road fast, not good. I also have soft through that. Gosh, I feel I'm close to something there. Well, let me go back to the original plan. Not seen anything so far. So what about this rack plus an S? Well, nothing's come to mind. Still nothing. And it could be a compound word. "13 minutes on my clock." Foot prefix. Two S's. The out prefix. Okay, so that's hasn't worked out. I could play of and far. I don't think I want to spend the time looking for bingos through 2 letters because I've lost enough time already. So I'm going to play of for 26. And that is a much better rack. I'm surely bingoing with this rack. Unless opponent absolutely strangles the board. So what do I have onto the S or through the S? I have pederast, traipsed, predates, and one other. But that's only going to score face value, so is there a way of scoring more points? Well, I now have operated in column 1, which will get tripled. Is there a play which gets the P or the D doubled? So I have the out prefix. I don't think so, and again I'm mindful of the time I lost earlier, so I think I will play operated and move on. This E not massively dangerous because the X can't go there and score twice very easily, unless Xenia is played, but maybe I'll draw that. So operated for 83. Quite a nice rack. Close to neophile and enophile. Wow, very close, because if I know IL isn't good, but if that EL was IL, I would have had enophile through it, I think. Wow, look at that. Great play by my opponent. He now moves into a bingo lead. Am I able to respond? Quite a few floaters on this board. So I have the phone and fon ending. Phone with LO. Not seeing anything there. Fon with LEO. Not seeing anything. So let me consider the floaters. The H not looking good, or the E. Now, do I have enophil? Wow, this will be a really volatile play. I think it's good. And it's volatile because it takes an E and an S. But it is a bingo. And it's 82 points. Well, I have an E. But I'm expecting that spot to go. But I quite like the volatility of this board, since I'm expecting to be behind after my opponent's go. And if he doesn't score very much, we may be level. Or he may just have a small lead. So, am I able to play my J? Great, opponent has to burn the S. He's only 30 points in front. I have eject in row N. Only 26 points. Is there an N for inject? Don't think so. An E for Egypt? Well, there is. Down here, but that leaves 2 C's, and although 1 C is good, 2 isn't. Can't see anything in column 1 ending with this O. Can't see anything onto the P. 10 minutes on my clock, 42 tiles left, so I still need to catch up some time. Can't get the J to play twice above the second O. Can't get the J tripled in row J. Wow, this is tricky. Maybe I should play eject. Pretty horrible rack leave. And I'm opening up access to a triple word square, and I'm burning or hampering or taking out 3 bingo lanes. Surely I can do better. Well, I was thinking about just playing gin. Can't believe that's good with 3 Ds out there. Can't see anything through EL. Can't see any plays parallel to NFL. 8 minutes on my clock, which is just terrible. So what about doing this? Axite for 20, retaining the J for score. I'm retaining the possibility of playing Jin in column 6 for 20 odd points. And I'm creating new bingo lanes. I'm going with this. Pretty awful. However, I do only trail by 12 points. And I have scoring tiles on my rack. 2 Ds out there, and a black. 25 points for my opponent, that's good, he's slowing down. Now, what I can do here is play Bendy. 32 points. Getting rid of a lot of the junk on my rack. Retaining JI for Jin in column 6. Am I missing a huge J play? 8 minutes on my clock. Let me just pause. Because I do have Jibe on my rack. Well, what about this jibed here? 47 points, much better, and that just shows the importance of not just playing the first good move you see, because this is a much better one. And NY actually plays in row E for a big score, and the Y goes above the E, so above EN. So I should be able to score next go. Jibed for 47, but is this second move I've spotted the best? 7 minutes on my clock, 35 tiles to come, very little time. I'm going with this. Not great, but not terrible either. Certainly seen worse racks. So I could play Yug above Jibed, keeping ANRR. 2 R's to come, 3 N's. Not great. I have a 10-point lead. I don't think there are any bingos with this rack. Remaining tiles, well, there certainly will be a ton of bingos amongst them. But there's still Q, X and Z to come. 2 U's, a V and a W. And there's also the potential for opponent to have a very vowel-heavy rack. Can't see anything ending in O. Great, just 23 points for my opponent. So what I was thinking of doing was playing Yug for 33. Can I do better? In NY is available. Let me just put this back. I don't have anything. Well, my G goes underneath EN. Not seeing anything there. Not seeing anything ending in O. 6 minutes on my clock. Arak only takes an S. I think this has merit. I am taking out or playing 3 of the 3 tiles I don't like having on my rack, and the score's good. Not good. I pick up an N and the V. Now, Yen takes an E in front. I don't have a 6-letter play ending in E. I nearly have Varroa. Nothing like nearly enough. I don't have anything which goes in front of Udo. So I'll be looking to play off the V and sort out the duplicates. Maybe easier said than done. Row O might be available now or in the future for a non-bingo play that gets tripled. Well, opponent also struggling with non-bingo tiles, unfortunately not zooming ahead. So only 4 points between us. And I'd like to keep scoring. Just wondering if I've got something above Axite. Can't see anything. 5 minutes on my clock and my opponent is playing really fast. Probably deliberately so, and rightly so. So, wow, 2 ends to come. I was thinking of playing Var. 16 points. That sets up a pretty juicy column 14 spot. Just rechecking I haven't got anything in front of Udo, and I don't. I would have Nerve onto an E, but I'm short of one. I've got Raven on my rack. Well, that would be quite nice, turning over tiles. But I can only play that for a tiny score, 4 minutes on my clock. Do I play Raven? Quite tempting. Yes, not available for bingos. And if opponent plays down column 4, he'll be providing floaters. NR quite a good rack leave. This feels pretty bad for only 10 points using a scoring tile, but I'm not seeing anything better, and I am very short on time. Wow, I draw the second blank, and I have the X. That feels a little fortunate. Don't have any X played down from the V. If I play off XU, I'm leaving a pretty fantastic rack leave, so XU, regardless of score, is going to be a good play. That plays Rex and Zoo, but that could easily be blocked. Do I have an alternative spot for XU? I lead by 6. I have Tux. Wow, just 17 points. So I think I have to play for a bingo here, not in order to win, but just because it's the best thing to do when your rack is as bingo-y as this one. However, maybe I have a bingo already. Certainly quite a few bingo lanes on this board. Only 3 minutes on my clock. How long do I spend looking for a bingo with this rack? I think I'm going to whiz through it, and I'm looking for 7s. There are a couple of 7-letter lanes. 13 tiles in the bag. Not seen anything yet. No. So I'm going to play XU, creating a new bingo lane, taking out the V threat in column 8 and leaving a very good rack leave. Zoo for 20. Great. Surely that's good enough. Except I don't have a bingo beginning with S. I do have Tanners playable in rows L and N. Remaining tiles starting to look a little less bingo-y with the Z and the Q still out there. Wow, 46 points. Great play by my opponent. I'm just wondering if I have a play in row A. What goes in front of Udo? J, B, K, L. So I can't see a play ending EL. Wow, look at this. If I play Tanners here, I'll be putting an S in column 15. And I'm 40 points behind, and there's only 2 minutes on the clock. If I play Tanners below, it scores a lot less. But it still sticks an S out there. Now, what about row O beginning DE? That would be a far better play. Can't see such a play. I've got the man ending. Okay, I may bitterly regret this. Have I overlooked a bingo lane? Only 1.5 minutes on my clock. I think I have to play this. Ah, well, why not play Tannery? That's much better. Tannery for 66. Pretty good. From an S, I would have Sultria. Wow, look at that. If I had made that an S, opponent would have had Cadiz. Still 2 tiles in the bag, 1 minute on my clock, and I lead by about 20. I have no scoring tiles. I have Truly in column 15, but that's not going to score very much. Just wondering if I have a bingo through any of these floaters. N, not seeing anything. E, not seeing anything. Wow, opponent set himself up with Cat. So I think I have to play in column 14. I've got the ILY ending and the LY ending. 1 minute on my clock. And there's 3 points between us. I would have through an A, I would have Ruralite. Can't see anything beginning DE. I think I have to play here. And I think I'm going to play down here. I can play Turl, well, which then gives opponent an out of amidst, which isn't good. So why don't I just play TI? Opponent may still have an out, but it won't score as much, and I don't have time to look for it. I'm going with this for 17 points. I have Ruler on my rack, which plays in row N, Ruler and UR. Also, Lura is its anagram. I'm not feeling great about this. I'm 14 points behind. I've only got 16 seconds on my rack. And I've only seen the 1 out. Opponents have got 13 minutes to really think this through. I don't think re-rule is good. Might as well check. It's not. Is there a play ending Y? There isn't. I would have Lurry, L-U-R-R-Y. Uni doesn't take anything after it that I've got. I don't have a play ending in E. Can't see anywhere else for Ruler or Lura. Opponents are likely to have quite big plays, but I really haven't got the time to contemplate what he might play. Rudo not good, but EL is. Sorry, Ludo is. 12 minutes on my opponent's clock, 16 seconds on mine. I have 1 out. But if I don't play that, I'm going to play Lurry. Unless I can see instantly that opponent set something massive up. Bite is good, but I've got nothing which goes after Uni. Opponent might set something up really nice for himself there, except I don't think he can. Anyway, let me refocus on my own rack. Are there any lanes I've overlooked? Can't see anything through N, E, or the R, and the Y, the best I've seen is Lurry, but that's only 12 points, which is pretty awful. Can't see anything beginning DE. I lead by 14, but that is so fragile. Now, do I have a play beginning with S? Unfortunately not. I may be in a tricky spot if Ruler doesn't score enough, but I don't think so because I haven't really seen anything massively better. What about Rule and Iron? 12 points, the same as Lurry. Wow, opponent only gets 15. He has blocked ruler and lura. And that's a shame. I just ran out of time there. And I note that with the new word list that's coming in, I would have had an out in row O because UME is one of the new words that's coming in. So, final score, 430 to me, 448 to my opponent, a winning margin of 18 points, so well done to my opponent. Let's see what I missed. It was my opponent to go first, and he got off to a great start with Fiments, my rack, and I played a Vow, and I still like that. Opponent's rack, he plays Gila. Now, what about this rack? No bingo, and I played Ov, and I like that. This rack leave is pretty good. Opponent's rack plays Oi, and now I have a host of bingos to choose from, and there was nothing outscoring my one. Great response by my opponent with Airless. Now Enophil is my only bingo. Opponent has 2 S's, so quite happy to burn one with Busk. And at this point I trail by 30 and I have a tricky rack. Didn't like Jin. I mean, look at these rack leaves, none of them are appealing. But I still like Axite. JI is quite a nice rack leave. Opponent struggling with vowels, plays Arak. And now I have, well, I played Jibed for 47. And I could have played a Ginny at A6. Okay, for 6 fewer points, keeping a better rack leave, but sticking a D in the middle of row A, so I prefer my play. Not a nice rack for opponent, plays Side, and now I trail by 13. Gurry, K4. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I think I'd have played that if I'd have seen it. It sorted out all the duplicates and scored well. Instead I played Yug for 33. Opponent still struggling with vowels. Plays Weiss. And now there's just 4 points between us. And look at this. Very low scores on offer. And I play Raven for 10. Yeah, that's not far away from the other offerings here. Opponent plays Goo. And no bingo for here for me, but I play Zoo for 20, keeping the best rack leave, so I still like that. Opponent plays Zar for 46, which was a great score. And now I played Tannery for 66. I could have got 2 more points with Regnant. Sticking a T out there. Well, I think looking down these final tiles, the Y is the least helpful to my opponent, so I like my play. Opponent plays Chin. And now here we are in the end game with 1 minute on my clock, the bag empty. What was best? Okay, no out. That's the first thing to note. Now let me click Tell Examiner 1 Best and find out what I should have done. And I think this takes about 30 seconds. So, winning percentage 0. Rutile A1. Okay, so Rutile for 28 would have put me 25 points in the lead. And I would have retained just the R. Yeah, and I'm going to struggle to do anything with that. An opponent's cat may not be best. Interesting. I don't know how that would have played out. It's possible that Rutile would have won if opponent's winning line is difficult to spot. Anyway, so I played TI. Opponent does have outs. Wow, A1 he has Admits and Cyan. Diastem and Mistake were the two I saw. He plays Maid. Now, did I have a win? All I had to do was go out. No outplay. But wow, I could have got 23 points at A7 for LUR. Wow, that may have been enough. I did Lurry for 12, and I may have lost 10 points at the end on time. But LUR for 23 would have put me 22 points in the lead. 22 points in the lead. I'd have lost 4. Opponent needs 18 to draw. Only gets 17 for ST. Wow. Might have done the job. Anyway, I ran out of time. Didn't play it. Played Lurry. And now ST was what opponent played. But I won PST. Well, very difficult to see. Ophase and twice. So I think Lure at the top may have been enough, because it would have required opponent to spot PST to win, which would have been quite an amazing end to the game. Anyway, very exciting stuff, very close between us, and a fascinating game throughout. So I hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.